Thank you, dear students, dear teachers, dear colleagues. So I'm going to be telling you what our university program is all about. The basis of the university program is, I guess, you guys, so the secondary high school students that will come to the University of Szeged, and will be studying research, world-class research at the BRC, the Biological Research Center, and the University of Szeged as Szent Györgyi students. So this is besides your university studies. So, of course, the question is, we are looking for you, as Peter has already mentioned. So if you're talented and motivated, if you're interested in biomedical research, ready to commit yourself to a researcher's way of life, which you actually don't really study that much at the university as a medical student or a biologist and so on. It's very important, and actually we keep the idea that we give all the presentation in English, because even if you don't become a scientist, it's very important to be proficient in English. So you still have some time if you want to study at university, any university, it's very important that you get your English up to the highest level possible before entering the university. And of course, you have to be a university student at the University of Szeged. So it's actually a great pleasure and honor to introduce our students that have been so far the lucky ones, but of course this is much more than luck. And we have at this time, although the numbers are changing a bit because we are having students in and out of the program, and altogether at this time point we have 35 students that have joined the program. You may see them in the audience today as well. So what are the benefits of becoming a Szent Györgyi student? You get to choose from mentors located at the University of Szeged and the Biological Research Center, who are actually doing top-class science in their field, and that's possibly even from year one, which you wouldn't necessarily meet these people when entering the university. So these are all the mentors currently available. A bit more than 40 people are listed here on these two slides. So as Peter has mentioned, we also invite international mentors to the university to have presentations together with the students and also discussions. So the plan is to have one mentor coming, international mentor coming to the Scientist Academy every week. So they would spend a couple of days here in Szeged. One huge advantage of the program is you get a rather generous scholarship, that's meaning about 50,000 Hungarian forints per month, and this is throughout the year, not just during term time, even in the summer you get this amount. We also have a very good English teacher who also has a degree in presentation skills development, and you get free training in English to become even more proficient, because I think even if you speak English at a high level, you can still develop since we are not native speakers. We also offer some free scientific, cultural, and recreational events. This is where the Ifjúsági Ház, where the student presentations were held at, and we also sponsor the students to work out at the squash club in Szeged. For the medical students, we also agreed with the Faculty of Medicine that they have a customized time schedule. You can pick your groups that you want to attend, and this would help you spend more time at the lab, because obviously, like especially medical students, have a lot of hours at the university, and you need to spend as much time in the lab as possible. As Peter has already mentioned, we also have a college under development, and the refurbishments are ongoing. And the college will be available to students to live at from 2020. So, of course, with the studentship, you also have some duties. And these duties are spending at least a minimum of 10 hours per week in the lab. Of course, the more time you spend in the lab, the better, because that sort of correlates with the results that you obtain. So the more hours you spend, the more results you have. You have the possibility of presenting your research at local and national conferences here at the university, and also at national conferences. As I've said, with the English course, you can develop your English skills, also your communication skills, and with the international mentors coming to Szeged, you can consult with them, and these people are really, really high-class scientists. At the beginning of the program, we also aim to provide students with introducing to the library research, and we'll also provide them some methodological workshops. Some further duties are actually related to the publication of the results, and the two main categories is the borderline between these two categories is 3 years. So by the end of 3 years, you have to have a co-author publication in an internationally acknowledged journal of high quality. This is in the top 25% of the relevant research area that you're working in. And by the end of the 60th month, you get to be first author of an original publication in, again, a Q1 journal. And basically, if you get this done by the end of the 5th year, this is equivalent to basically what you would need for a PhD degree. So what do you have to do if you're thinking of applying for such a scholarship? Of course, you have to be a full-time student of the University of Szeged, and you have to be a major of these faculties that I'm not going to be listing in great detail. These are related to the biomedical science field. You have to have at least an intermediate command of the English language, and you have to have an interest in performing research in life sciences or biomedical research. So what are the prerequisites for admission? Actually, there's two ways to get into the program: as a first or second year student, and the other way is from third year or above. And for the initial phase, you have to have a high school exam in biology or chemistry at an advanced level, and you have to score at least 75% on these sort of tests or exams. And there will also be a written and oral exam that will be carried out by the academy, and the oral part is just done on a selected group of patients, or a selected group of students that do well on the written test. So you shouldn't be dissatisfied if you don't get into the program, because you still have an opportunity to get into the program as a higher grade student if you demonstrate excellence and competitiveness in research. And this is judged by outstanding results at local and national conferences, students' associations. And this is very important. You also have to have a co-author publication in a Q1 journal by year 3. What are your chances? I think they're relatively good. So the number of Szent-Györgyi students admitted to the academy each year can be up to 15. So if we have really good quality students, we can even admit at this stage up to 15 students. This year we admitted 7 people based on the number of applications. So is it worth choosing the University of Szeged? I think one big motivation should be for people interested in biomedical research is the Szeged Scientist Academy. So please actually consider that when applying to a certain university. So I would like to thank you very much for your attention. I would like to sort of highlight the next part of the meeting. So each year we decided to grant a prize to the best performing Szeged Scientist Academy students, and Peter, I think, will be announcing the winner of this distinguished prize of the Academy. Thank you very much.